Check, check, mic check 1 2. What's good, y'all? Ed here with the Juice Strat. Today is what is today? Today's Friday, September 27th. So I wanted to do a quick, in-depth trade rundown using the Juice Strat just to show you guys the power of the juice here this morning. So there were a few things that actually there wasn't a few things. There was mainly just like 1 or 2 things that would have held you back from wanting to get into the buy, and that's totally okay if you didn't get into it. But let's look at the day, right? Starting off here, we are looking at price. This is at 6:20 a.m. 6:20 a.m. and we are already, continuing to be in the uptrend. So if you guys are looking since 2 days ago where we popped underneath the 500, yesterday price ranged on top of the 500. That's where we took our buy up over here, and now we are here today, and price is pretty much establishing itself that we want to be above the 500. So we're probably continuing the uptrend. If you guys are looking at the uptrend channel that you should have drawn from all of last week, you guys will see that this is the uptrend channel that we were in. This day is when we dropped below it and underneath the 500, but now price looks like it's wanting to push back up into this uptrend channel. So let's look at this, right? One of the main things that you guys had to look at today trading with the juice is the Liddy candles. So Liddy candles, for those of you who use the juice, right? This is the left side chart over here. We're looking at Liddy candles and we're looking at price even right now here at 620. Liddy candles are red. So let's play this out, go to 630. 630 gives us big volume to the downside and then pops us up, testing R1 gold zone and our juice level. So at this point, I'm telling myself, like, if we break through R1, right, for those of you who are juice members, if we break through R1 gold zone and this level, the likelihood of us running to the next level or R2 gold zone is pretty high, right? That's juice fundamentals. That is what we use to trade. So the only thing that we're looking at that isn't quite with us is our cross lines. Cross lines are overbought. They're coming down, but remember, overbought and oversold doesn't always necessarily mean that we are ready to bounce. It can also mean that we are continuing the uptrend or the downtrend. Looking at this day over here, when price dropped, that entire time price is pretty much oversold. So you can either not take an entry, or if you are a little bit more advanced like myself, you can take the entry against, not against, but not necessarily when we're oversold. Because I do tell you guys, the best entries for you guys to look for is if you're taking a buy, you would love to see cross lines oversold. If you are looking to take a sell, you are looking to take, you're looking to take an entry when cross lines are overbought. So just looking at yesterday's entries, right here, 725, cross lines are oversold. Looking right here, cross lines are oversold. Looking right here, cross lines are oversold. So yes, if you guys just wait for those entries when cross lines go oversold for the buy with the 500, you'll get into really good entries. But I'm advanced. Excuse me. I am more advanced, and I'm okay with taking the entries against the not against the 500. I'm sorry. When price is not necessarily oversold, and I'm looking for a buy. So when we're here, I'm actually I did enter into here because I'm thinking to myself, gold zone. We're either going to break up or we're either going to break down. So the way this entry looked is, I was actually looking here, and there's a few opportunities to get into the buy here, and I will go over them with you guys so you guys can see them. So even looking at this here, risking about 877, if we break R1 gold zone and the level, likelihood of us going up here to the next level, and gold zone is high. Gold zone here, 1546, level here, 1089. So solid entry already. Now I'm going to leave that here, and let's look at the other entries that you could have entered in on if you wanted to be a little bit more safer, waiting for price to break above this gold zone and level. So let's play this out, see what price does. Price pushes us up already. We're already breaking through the gold zone and that level. Excuse me. So as we're above the gold zone on this level, for those of you who are live with me, I was telling you guys, this is the point where I'm going to start to manage my entry. Because if price does break under the level or the gold zone, there is a chance that price may want to come back down. And that's good. It doesn't really matter. If it comes back down, I'll take the sell off of our level and our gold zone here. So it doesn't really matter to me. But I know that at this point, I'm already in profit and I already moved my stop loss into profit here. So let's see what happens here. Price pushes up, gives us some resistance here. Price pushes back down. Now remember, we are above the 500, right? Look at our 500. We are back above the 500 and we are only looking to take buys. So for me, in this case, I really wouldn't care if this sold off because all I'm looking for are buys. So let's see what happens here. And as prices here at this level in gold zone, I'm asking myself, okay, could this be a level of support where price will then bounce off of it and then we'll get the continuation up? So this whole time, I just want you guys to pay attention, juice users. Liddy candles go green at 6:30. All right, left side chart. Let's see what happens here. Let's see where the other entries are. Price pushes down, gives us a wick to the bottom, kind of a doji, kind of a hammer-ish. We get this volume candle here. Bullish engulfing candle supporting off of the gold zone and the level. So let's look even if you were to enter in there. Because for my juice members, you know that this is a pretty solid entry here. We got volume off of the gold zone and level. Same thing. Target the gold zone and the level. Level is 665. Gold zone would make it 1,103. For those of you who are juice members, always know our stop loss is under the candle that you entered in on. Don't forget that. So we're in this here, going to the top side. Second candle here, that was news as well. That was red folder news that pushed us down. Where juice tells us to put our stop loss, look at that. We're still safe in this entry. So even here, on this candle here, this was like, what, 7 o'clock? Even if you decided that this was when you wanted to get in because you trusted this hammer more than you trusted this here, fine. Enter in here, risking the candle that you're entering in on. Same thing. Targeting the level, targeting the gold zone. There's 3 different opportunities to get in for an entry here today. And now, once again, look at the Liddy candles. Liddy candles are still green, guys. Liddy candles are still green. Let's play this out. Watch what we do. Liddy candles are still green. Remember, guys, Liddy candles are there as a trend filter. It's also so that you guys get out of your heads and get out of your emotions. Because as all this craziness is happening, the likelihood of you getting emotionally fucked in the head, you're going to want to exit the trade, probably most likely. But when you're looking at the Liddy candles stay green. They're there to keep you calm so that you make the most out of the entry. Because for a lot of you guys who are getting into good entries now, what you need to work on is where your exits are. And we exit or move stop loss, TP, at levels and gold zones. Let's play this out. 3 different entries you guys could have gotten in on. Following the Liddy candles, they're all 3 buys because we are above the 500 moving average. Let's play this out. You're already at the level. Price rejects a little. Then we get a hammer going up. Boom, you're at the gold zone already. If you stayed in it from 6:30 New York Open, when the Liddy candles went green, 1,555 pips. Good Lord, my eyes are not good. If you got in here at 6:55, 1,103 pips. If you got in here at, what is this? At 7 o'clock, 743. And look at all the risk to rewards here. Risk to reward here, 877 to 1,555. Risk to reward here, 561 to 1103. Risk to reward here, 813 for 743. So not complete a one-to-one on this last, but still a solid entry. Any of these three entries would have resulted with a good profitable entry. That's the juice strat, guys. And that's it. Let's play this out a little more and see what happened towards the end of the day. At least for my trading time frame, right? And look what happens, right? I tell you guys I trade level to levels. Look at this. 630 here wicks off of this level, goes to this level. We break this level, we go to this level. We break this level, we go to this level. So this is why I trade with the levels, right? On average, I'm taking 1,000 pips a day because I'm trading level to level. What does price do here? Rejects that level a tiny bit. Where do we go after we break this level? We go to the next level. That's the juice, baby. Once again, let's look at the Liddy candles. Liddy candles stayed green all the way up to right here. That's crazy. So if you guys are taking your entries, and remember, we take the risks every day in hopes that we get these runs like this. But remember, you guys have to treat every entry like it's a range and move your stop losses healthily. There's somebody on my Instagram that commented that I'm moving my stop losses too soon. And, for whatever strategy he's using, maybe they hold on a little longer. But using the juice strategy, we are moving stop losses at levels because that is what the juice strategy tells us. And I have been doing this long enough using the same strategy that I stick to this plan. So although yesterday may have looked like I didn't get a lot, it was 200, it still was a healthy entry using the juice strat. So there's a lot of strategies out there, and the strategy that he's using, God bless him, hopefully that strategy is consistently profitable. Despite what entries like yesterday look, I encourage him or you, if you're listening, to go look at my other Instagram posts that I've posted every day for the last I don't know how long. You will see how the juice strategy is consistently profitable using and following the rules that the juice strat gives us. It will keep you in the trade longer when it's right. And until then, I keep moving stop loss level to level because it works. I'm not saying this may be the best strategy, but I can tell you that it's at least worked for me consistently for years. So, and I'm always open. If there are other strategies that can improve upon what I have, or maybe is better and easier, and that's key for me. If there is a strategy out there that is easier than the juice strategy, I will show you the juice strategy for free. So please, if there is, I encourage it, right? Like I don't gatekeep my strategy. It's available for those who want to, see it. I do one-on-one calls with people who are interested in the juice to show them the power and how easy it is to trade with the juice. That's the key thing with the juice, is it is relatively easy to learn how to trade learning from me using the juice strategy. And that's all I have to say. So I trade efficiently. For those of you that don't know me personally or don't know me as a trader, I trade efficiently. I'm in and out of the market. 6:30 New York Open, what is this, Pacific Standard Time, to 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'm on the charts no longer than an hour and a half, 2 hours-ish every day, and I'm done. And I'm taking what the charts will give me, and I'm running. Juice strategy has not changed for years, and I will continue to use the same strategy until I'm consistently wrong. At that point, I will have to change things up. But for years, I haven't had to change anything. And I've tried to add things to it. It just made things more complicated. So this strategy is very easy to use and to follow. For a lot of you who are juice members, you guys can all agree and let me know too, and let other people know who are interested in using the juice. The learning phase of the juice strategy is very quick. There is not a lot to learn. And I'm different than most mentors or gurus out there because I'm actually honest about this stuff. I teach you guys only the things that you guys need to know to actually be profitable. The learning phase is all up to you, but for most people, it's no more than like a week or two. You learn the indicators. You learn, you got to take time to learn, the candles and how to read candles, and that will come over time. And, trend lines and things like that, support and resistance. But those are things I can send you guys YouTube videos for free that you guys can learn. Implementing the juice strategy and learning who you are as a trader is what I focus more on. And you guys all know, for those of you who are juice members, you guys can, chime in and let people know, like, the implementation phase where you use the juice strategy yourself is most important, because that's when you become your own trader. And I feel like that's more important. And I'm honest enough to tell you guys that trading is supposed to be easy to learn. Implementing it is all on you, and that's the most difficult part. So if you guys are learning from some guru, or you guys are following some strategy that seems complicated or it's not easy to follow, stop. Consider learning the juice strategy, because it is relatively easier. I'm not going to be fucking telling you guys fair value gap or this, that, key level, this bullshit, that. Like, no. It is a candle bouncing off of this line, it will go to the next line. It's that simple. So, and remember, like, hearing what I'm telling you guys, it's an unorthodox method, right? You guys have all been shown and been told, since like Corona hit, that trading is, it's supposed to be a very easy thing to learn. And then when you learn from these gurus, it's not. So, consider using the juice strategy, because I'm telling you, trading is supposed to be easy. So the strategy you use is supposed to be easy to follow. If it's not, please. And I know people who have been with other mentors that have come to use the juice. I know people who are spending, $350, $400 a month. I know people who have spent $850 on courses and learned nothing more than support and resistance and trend lines. So, I've got nothing to prove when it comes to showing off Lamborghinis and things like that, which is what a lot of these people do. Consider just learning what works, and the juice strategy works, and it's easy. So that was the entry today. I will be making more videos like this once again. If you guys need me, hit me in my DMs. If not, I will see you guys later. Juice Strat.